Okay, everyone, hi. Today we're just going to simply discuss the concept of imaginary numbers or the letter I. All right? It is going to be easier than you think it is. So give me a moment. I am just pulling up the whiteboard. Okay, we have letter I. Okay, almost there. There we go. Here we are. So all we have to know is that if we have an I, that's equivalent to always going to be equivalent to square root of -1. I squared, okay, I cubed up until I raised to 4. All right. So this is the only thing that you need to remember. All right, I squared. So if you square this, the square root cancels out. Remember, I did a video on radicals and exponents. You could go back to that, but a square root that's squared is canceled out, and you're just gonna be left with um the actual number itself. Okay, so it's -1. Okay, so I cubed, you multiply another uh square root of -1, right? This is already -1, and then you multiply another square root of -1, so meaning that's just negative square root of -1, or in other words, -I. And then if you multiply another thing, another, so you already have this, right? And you multiply another, this one, which cancels out this, and this cancels out because it's multiplied again. So it's going to be +1. All right. So I is square root of -1. I squared is -1. I cube is -I, and I to the fourth is just +1. That's the only pattern you need to remember. Okay. So let me just erase this. There we go. So if we were to get, let's do a random number, 65, right? Let's divide this by 4. You're always going to divide the exponent by 4, right? So let's say 65 divided by 4. Let's get the remainder. Okay. So 1, 4, 35 is here. 6, 24. The remainder is 1. If the remainder is 1, then that means this is going to be I raised to 1. Your value of raised to 65 is square root of -1. That's it. Okay. So if we try this again, so let's do I raised to 65. Oh, it's not in complex. Sorry. We need to get it in complex somehow. Complex number. Oh, no, imaginary number calculator. Okay. Oh, wait, decimals. So, no, not that one. So I raised to 65. That's gonna be I, or just square root of -1. So it's just I, basically. So whatever the remainder is, that's, and you're gonna base it from here. You're always gonna divide it by 4, and this, whatever the remainder is, will be the answer. So let's say we try I raised to, let's try 68, right? 68 divided by 4. We have 1 here, sorry. 428, we have 17. There is no remainder. If there is no remainder, you're gonna go with the 4, okay? Wait, here's the indication. Remainder. This, if your remainder is 1, then this is it. If your remainder is 2, this is it. Remainder is 3, this is it. Your remainder is 0, this is it. Okay? So what else? How about I raised to 34? Right? Divided by 4. We have, no, we have 8, right? 32. The remainder is 2, meaning it's gonna be -1. So if we try that, I raised to 34. It's -1. Wait for it. See? -1. That's basically it. It's just a repetitive pattern. Just divide by 4, whatever that is, and then that's it. And of course, multiply the law of exponents if there is other operations needed. Okay? That's pretty much it. Thank you so much. That's it for this video. Bye-bye.